We are back on the record at 3:41 p.m.
Jeez. Okay. I appreciate that. Thanks for all your time here today.
Sure.
I do appreciate it. Okay. And I just have a brief series of questions here. And now we're going to go to another period of time where we've been before. Human growth and development. There's a meeting on Friday. There's another meeting on Monday. Is that right? I'm sorry. There are documents that are available to the public on Friday, and then there's documents available to the public on Monday, right?
I don't recall if we made the information that we made available to the board on August 21st immediately then available to the public on August 22nd. I don't recall how we handled that disaggregated data set.
Okay. Well, but at some point, there was the slides, I think, were changed, and it included the updated data set.
Okay.
Okay? And I know you've said that those were labeled, but for people who looked at the data on Friday and then and then again on Monday, would that data have been different?
I don't recall if Dr. Marble and her team just uploaded new, different information right away. There was a change in the administrative assistant in my office at that time, so I'm not quite sure who was handling board docs and uploading board docs. So I can't recall, Mr. Cross.
Okay, because that's, I guess, my final kind of question here, barring anything else, which is who would have had the ability or the permissions to change that document?
I'm trying to think of who uploaded documents for us at that time. I don't remember.
Okay, and because there's an email that we read today from Director Hoig to the person who's in charge of Infinite Campus on that subject, right?
Lisa Winters?
Lisa Winters, right?
Right.
And, and to Dr. Marble on updating the slide deck. Do you recall that?
I do recall us going over that information, yes.
Okay, so based on that, would you agree with me that Dr. Marble had the ability to update the slide deck?
She updated the slide deck. I'm not sure if that was then uploaded to board docs that made it available to the public.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I don't remember. I don't know how that information, again, the information that was shared with the board on August 21st, Sunday, August 21st, I don't know if that then became made available to the public on Monday, August 22nd.
Okay. Your administrative assistant, can that person update documents to board docs?
Yes.
Could Dr. Marbles at that time do it?
I don't recall if we gave access to board docs to the cabinet at that time.
Do they have that access now?
They do.
Okay. And could you have done it at that time?
I could have, and I don't know if I did that or not.
Fair enough. Okay. But did you have any reason to think, based on that email that we saw, that it wasn't Dr. Marble updating the slide? I guess you answered that. Dr. Marble's updated the slide deck that we can be sure of. Who updated it from the slide deck to board docs? Is
how we made it accessible to the public, I don't recall that process.
Okay. Is it likely that it would have been the administrative? Let me put it another way. I just want to find out who made those changes. Okay. Is there
who made the changes to the?
Sorry.
Let him get his question.
Who uploaded the document to board docs?
I don't remember.
Fine. But is there going to be, based on your knowledge and experience, is there a way that we can find that out?
No.
Okay. Like
there wouldn't be like an electronic record of who put it
not
there.
With board docs.
You've answered his question.
Okay.
Not with board docs.
Great.
There's not like a timestamp. That's actually a pretty good suggestion. But there's no timestamp that says on this date at this time something was uploaded.
By this some user.
By this user. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just one thing, and so we're fine. All right. Wow. We didn't even go the distance here. So
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we'll see what she has to say. I might have a half an hour extra.
Okay.
That's a little deposition humor for you. Okay.
I'm okay.
Well, again, thank you very much for.
No worries. I hope clarity was provided. I mean, because the expulsion hearing starts at 5. I need at least a half hour before.
Right, for fairness for everybody, right?
So.
All right.
I have time.
I'm hoping to take less than 5 minutes of your time.
Okay.
You understand I'm legal counsel for the school district and all of the school board members in relation to the lawsuit Mr. Meier filed, correct?
Yes.
You've provided some testimony today, and I am only seeking clarification of 2 small areas.
Okay.
Number 1, you were asked questions concerning your understanding of how many board members may constitute a sufficient number for purposes of a walking quorum. Do you recall that question and answer?
I do recall.
How many board members has the school board had since you commenced employment with the district?
A total of 9 now.
All right. And was it 9 when you started?
No, I mean, there was the original 7.
Okay.
And 2 have left.
So at any one time, is the total number of elected board members on the school board of Wauwatosa 7?
Yes.
All right. And in order for, do you have an understanding as to whether the issue of a walking quorum depends on the number of members who could effectuate or discuss and potentially consider action? Do you have any understanding of how that relates to how many members are on the board?
Objective form.
Subject to that, you can answer.
I don't think it matters how many people are on the board. It matters how many people are talking to one another.
Okay. Do you know why that matters?
Objective form.
Because I think it matters because if there is more than if you're close to a quorum of the board already having discussions outside of a posted meeting, then you have the potential of conducting business of the board or conducting business of the public without the public having knowledge of it.
Okay. With respect to the human growth and development decision that the board had, you understand, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
How many board members did it take to pass a motion as to whether to accept or not accept the curriculum?
4.
All right. How many board members, to the best of your knowledge, made comments or asked questions on the Google Doc that you were discussing with opposing counsel earlier?
I don't believe, it may have been 3 maximum.
Okay.
But I don't recall.
My second area of inquiry relates to a conversation you had with opposing counsel with regard to the appointment of the personnel committee. I'm orienting you to that testimony.
Policy?
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. The policy committee.
Okay.
All right. You referenced a meeting where the policy committee was created?
Yes.
All right. You indicated in your testimony that you would need to see minutes to be certain of something. Do you recall generally discussing that?
Yes, I was unsure. I couldn't recall if we appointed members immediately in the creation of the committee or not. I couldn't recall.
All right. Well, I want to refresh your recollection, and I'll make a representation of counsel that I literally went on the internet. Well, let me get some foundation out. Are your school district's board policies available for anyone who has an internet connection?
Yes, if you go out to a website called Board Docs, Board, B-O-A-R-D, and then Docs, D-O-C-K-S.
If you can, we're probably happy to stipulate if you just show me that.
I'll show it to you, and I'll show it to the witness. I'll make a representation of counsel that I went on your district's website, navigated to Board Docs, and have pulled up the meeting minutes from the Wauwatosa School Board meeting on Monday, November 22, 2021. Do you see that on the screen I'm showing to you?
I do see the meeting minutes, yes.
Right under that it says generated by Mary Newman, N-E-U-M-A-N-N, on Tuesday, November 23, 2021. Who is Mary Newman?
She is my former executive assistant.
As a matter of practicality, do the minutes get put on the website only after they are approved by the board at a subsequent meeting?
Yes.
So fair to say, given that I pulled these up today, that these are the approved minutes?
Yes.
And I just want you to read to yourself everything after item 6, superintendent action item, and before item 7, public comment on non-agenda items. read it to yourself. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
Having read that, do you need to clarify your testimony earlier?
I do.
Please do so.
I referenced that there were 2 committee members identified in the creation of the committee. That is not what the motion stated.
And to be clear, a motion was filed and ultimately approved to create a standing committee called a policy committee. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Check
All
this
right.
to form.
And are you aware, you've clarified your testimony, are you aware of any other meeting where there was a formal board action to appoint Mr. Meier or anyone else to the policy committee after November 21 of 2021?
No.
All right. Those are my only 2 clarifying. So he will likely have follow-up.
Okay.
Great. Did you, have you prepared for your deposition here today?
Did I prepare?
Yeah.
No.
Did you talk to anybody about your deposition at all here today?
I talked to Ms. Lebinsky.
Okay, when was that?
Today's Thursday, maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, did you review any documents in preparation for your deposition here today?
There's a staffer that works for Ms. Levinsky who asked me about, did we have minutes? I can't remember what he was asking for. He was asking if we had minutes, and I told him if they're not on board docs, we don't have it.
Okay. And did you consult any other documents in preparation for your testimony here today?
No. I was informed that there was nothing to prepare for or to study up on, so I didn't engage in that practice.
Okay. Sorry, what document did they ask you for?
I'll make a representation. It was for the December closed session. We were looking for minutes in that regard.
Okay.
I don't mean to help the witness, but it didn't have anything to do with what I've cross-examined or what I've examined him on. I can assure you of that, Counsel.
Okay. I don't understand it, but I don't think that's, we need to ask about it. Yeah, right. Okay. But that speaks for itself. Okay. Thank you very much.
That's it?
And I don't have any further questions either.
Oh, you're not done?
Nope, I'm done.
Okay.
This concludes the deposition. We're off the record at 3:53 p.m. This is the end of meeting of unit number 5.